Hello, good afternoon. Welcome back to the second technical session program. Now, I will present the brief biodata of Dr. Ulrich Work. Dr. Work, born in 1949 in Germany, study of philosophy of science, logic and mathematics in Munich and Erlangen. Master degree in 1974 of University uh, Erlangen and philosophy of science and sociology. Doctor of philosophy in 1976, University Erlangen, philosophy of science, mathematics and psychology. Assistant professor in Conscient University, teaching logic and methodology of the sciences to students of different faculties. Business consultant from 1993. Since 1980, coordinating research on homotherapy. In the beginning, mainly in Eastern Europe, countries like Russia, Ukraine, Poland, Yugoslavia. Since a couple of the year, also in India, here cooperation with different universities like Palampur Agriculture University, Kanpur Agriculture University, Tamil Nadu University, Dharwad University, IIT Kharagpur, Ferguson College Pune, Vivekanand University Bangalore. Proceeding a recent publication, proceeding of the brainstorming conference in cooperation with Planning Commission, Government of India on bringing Homa organic farming into the mainstream of Indian agriculture system. This booklet gives an overview on the research on Homa done so far in the field of agriculture and environment. Dr. Olis is working from last 30 years in this field and having a very rich experience about the Homa farming. And now I will request Dr. Alice to deliver his talk.
Okay. Is this microphone also working? Yeah? Do you hear me? Okay. So first I want to thank for the invitation to be here for the seminar, to Dr. Pandey who organized that, and to others who are also involved. I thank you very much to give me this opportunity to talk about Homa farming. Next, please. Why Homa farming? I'm sorry. It is sometimes a little bit difficult to read. Why? I work on a Mac, and here it's Windows system. And what happens sometimes when we convert, you know, they forget the spaces. Originally there are spaces, but here, okay, I'm sorry. This is, you please call Bill Gates, because he's responsible for it. He developed both software for the Mac and for the Windows, and somehow it does not work properly together. But anyway, so why organic farming? Why Homa organic farming? Agrochemical farming has come to a dead end. And just think of the thousands and thousands of farmers committing suicide all over India, in other countries, by the way, also. Now whole villages are for sale. I heard that about Punjab, now also in Maharashtra, and more likely to follow. So what is the reason for the situation? The reason is he did some, when he was, No, it was Kulkarni. Was Dr. Kulkarni, he said, Dean Life Science, that they had some land, they wanted to turn it into organic farming, and it took them 3 years to get rid of all the poisons, pesticides, organic fertilizers, chemicals in the soil. 3 years to turn it away. If you use Homa farming, that process goes faster because Homa farming basically purifies our environment, atmosphere, soil, water resources. Next, please. Next. And how strong this effect of purification is, you can see when you think of the Bhopal accident, the gas accident which happened. Bhopal is not far away from here, so you will know. And thousands of people were killed at that time. But those who were performing Agnihotra in their homes, they were not affected. They were not even getting sick. At least other people got, irritation of the eyes, different diseases. Nothing happened to them. So that is really a strong method to purify our atmosphere. Next, please. So what are the benefits? The benefits is all nature comes back to harmony. We will see that in the field of agriculture with plants, then the environment, and also the effect is there on human health. Next, please. Now, what is Homa therapy? Homa therapy is the science of healing the atmosphere through pyramid fires to eliminate pollution and contamination. Next. And what is Agnihotra? Agnihotra is the smallest and basic Homa healing fire tuned to the specific biorhythm of sunrise, sunset. It comes from ancient-most Vedic science of bioenergy, medicine, agriculture, and climate engineering. So all these methods, what I'm talking about today, comes from the Vedas. Some people in the West may not know what the Vedas are. Here in India, people, of course, everybody knows what the Veda is. It's the ancient most knowledge of mankind. But it is not an Indian knowledge. Some people here think, oh, that's our Indian tradition. It is not. It is far, far, far beyond that. It was there thousands and thousands of years before India existed, before Germany existed, before any of these divisions was there. There was one humanity, and this Vedic knowledge was there. Next, please. So what we need for Agnihotra? First, we need copper pyramid of a fixed size and shape. Exactly this copper pyramid. Simple thing, small, easy to do. I would appreciate if the people here would also listen, or if you have important private talks, maybe you can have that outside and then come back when that is finished. So you need this copper pyramid, the fixed size, fixed shape. You have similar pyramids on the Indian market. They normally have handles. These are not appropriate for that purpose because that is a science behind that. Exact vibration. You do the mantras and the pyramid will vibrate. And if you change the size or the shape, the vibration will not happen as it should. It is like some people say, oh, why not make a bigger pyramid? We will have a better effect. That is as if you would say, oh, I like the music of this violin player. Why not build the violin 3 times the size? It will not make better music, but it will be out of tune. Same with here. So what do we need else? We need dried cow dung. Okay, everybody in India knows about dried cow dung. Everybody has seen. But here we have to be very careful. It is pure cow dung, not mixed with buffalo. You have to be careful. If you go to a farmer, best to a farmer who only has cows, who does not have buffaloes also. You need pure cow ski, the same pure. Yeah. Otherwise, I will tell later, the effect may not be there. You need rice, best unpolished rice. If possible, get it from some organic source and take out the broken pieces. I think there's a word here in Indian language for unbroken rice, it's akshat. Yeah? So for that purpose, you use unbroken pieces. And then a mantra and exact time of sunrise, sunset. And this exact time is very, very important because there's only a short time when the rays from the sun come exactly perpendicular to the radius from the center of the Earth to the place where we are. And at that time, the flood of energies coming from the sun has the highest point. On this point, we have to reach. Next, please. And it is, there's a description in this, from this Vedic knowledge explaining why the timing is so important. And it says that at sunrise, the many fires, electricities, ethers, and more subtle energies emanating from the sun extend all the way to the earth and produce a flood effect at those coordinates where the sun is said to rise. By the way, it's interesting, it says where it is said to rise, because this Vedic knowledge knew it is just the rotation of the earth which makes us believe that the sun is spinning around. The flood enlivens and purifies everything in its path, destroying what is impure in its wake. This torrent of life-sustaining energies causes all life to rejoice. At sunrise, that music can be heard. The morning Agnihotra mantra is the essence of that music. It's the quintessential sound of that flood. At sunset, the flood recedes. So we have a flood of energies coming from the sun. This flood of energies had a subtle music. The Agnihotra mantra is the quintessential sound of that music. Next, please. So when we do the Agnihotra mantras, then there's kind of resonance effect. So this explains first why these mantras, and you can't translate these mantras into English, you would not have the effect. And second, explains why the exact time, because this flood has the peak only in a very short time band. So we do the calculation even exactly to the second. And the timing for center of Gwalior will be different from the timing of this place of the university. So what are the mantras? The mantras are in the morning, Suryaya Svaha, Suryaya Idam Namama, Prajapataye Svaha, Prajapataye Idam Namama. And in the evening, Agnaye Svaha, Agnaye Idam Namama, Prajapataye Svaha, Prajapataye Idam Namama. Simple mantras. Thank you. Simple mantras. 5-year-old people can do the mantras. Actually, I've even seen 3-year-old who performed Agnihotra, sang the mantra, of course, under supervision of their parents. So, next please. So what happens is, we perform Agnihotra. First is, a channel is created through all the atmosphere, 12 kilometers high, and prana energy comes through this channel down to the pyramid, and from there an aura energy field is created around all the plants. This is why these plants get nutrition, these plants get stronger, disease resistant. When the flame dies, the energy comes back and is collected in the Agnihotra ash. This is why this ash is very healing, used in a number of different medicines, is used for preparing sprays, for treating seeds before planting, and so on. Next, please. Now for farming, we want to extend the effect of Agnihotra, and therefore a system was established where we have a resonance of 10 pyramids. So in the Agnihotra hut, which is in the center of a farm, we perform Agnihotra, the simple Agnihotra in this little pyramid, exactly morning and evening. And then exactly from this Agnihotra hut, north, south, east, west, we have pillars on which also one pyramid each stands. And all the pyramids, it's altogether 10 pyramids, they are charged at the beginning. You do this one in a lifetime of a farm, and then they're just placed there. And in the Agnihotra hut, there's one pyramid in which we perform Agnihotra, one on top of a pillar, and one exactly down in the bottom, 50 centimeters below the ground. So the effect of Agnihotra goes from the Agnihotra pyramid to that sitting on top, then down to the one underneath the earth. And then from there, it goes to the 4 directions, so that we can treat an area of up to 200 acres with just one such system. So in India, next please. Next. In India, many farms are not so big. So you may have a farm of 3 acres, 9 acres, whatever. So several farmers could join forces, have the system, and so that would reduce their workload, also expenses, if they work together. Next, please. Just one moment. One thing is, again, it is a simple, also this resonance system is simple, but again, it has to be exact. So in order to find the place where we have exact north, south, east, west, we normally use GPS. And because if a compass, you know, if you have trees or a little hill, you can't see where it's now east. So, and also the compass needle is this big, and you know, if you want to just see, it's not very exact. But with GPS, you just either keep the longitude same, and then go east, go north, south, or the latitude same, and then vary the longitude. And then you have the 4 points. You go to the utmost points of the land, of the farm. So now, one additional thing which we use in Homa farming is biosol. That is a very, very important method to give nutrition to the plants, give nutrition to the soil, and also protect plants from all kinds of diseases and pests. Next, please. It is quite simple, and as everything in the Homa farm, it can be produced on the farm itself. Okay, the container not, but the cow dung, vermicompost, cow urine, Agnihotra ash, 1 Sri Yantram you need, that is an investment once, and water. And that will be put in a biodigester, some fermentation going on. After a couple of weeks, depending on the temperature, the season, it is ready, and then it will be mixed with water and then sprayed on the plants, sprayed on the soil. Next, please. This is just to show you a photo of the biosol container in Dharwad University in Karnataka. Next, please. So the benefits of Homa therapy is that basically the main thing is you can say nature comes back to harmony, so that improves the immune system of all plants, and then you have better quality, better quantity of production, reduced cost of labor, you save all the costs for agrochemicals because you don't need them, and the production is superior in taste, texture, size, nutrition. Shelf life is prolonged, which helps farmers to market it, and also the production cycle is shortened, so you can have more number of harvests per year. Next, please. Next. Results of Homa farming. Next. So that is just a comparison, and I have a few examples of South America. Why South America? Homa farming started in South America. You know, at that time in India, nearly nobody was interested in that, but it started to really become popular in South America. So we just see a comparison, tomato, conventional and with Homa therapy, and you see no diseases and